Hello, everyone. This is Sin with Big Moon Energy. I am going to be doing a daily tarot reading for May 15th of 2025. I'm sorry about how the lighting is. I'm doing this early in the morning before my kiddos wake up. All right. I'm going to just go ahead and lay these out and then we will get started. All right. So first off, in the U position, we have the Nine of Swords. And with the Nine of Swords, that is a lot of anxiety. That is a lot of sleepless nights. That is a lot of worry. And I feel like I'm just kind of already looking at the general of everything that's going on here. And I'm like, with you having the Nine of Swords in the U position with these other cards that we've got going on, I feel like you're just really feeling like exhausted and that you can't get time to yourself. But Spirit is telling you that that burden is about to be lifted. You're fixing to have like an option, a different option for things. But in the theme position, you have the Crone. And in the regular tarot deck, that is Strength. And so I feel like that is a very positive message to the fact that you are having some stress and some anxieties. You do have, though, that strength there where you're like, I can still persevere through. I can still make it through. I can still do this. Like, that's the energy you're giving out. Now, your challenge is the Holly King. And this is crazy, actually. I want to take a minute. The Holly King is the Hermit in the regular tarot deck. We have 3 nines again. And that happened a few dailies back where we had 999. But we've got the Nine of Swords here. We've got the Hermit, number 9 here. And then we've got the Nine of Wands over here. So a lot of synchronicity here with these like angel numbers and things like that, like 999. Now, anyway, back to the Hermit being your challenge. That's where I'm getting where you are not getting this kind of like much needed alone time. Like, I see that you really need to take a mental break. You are getting worn out. You need alone time. Not even necessarily just for introspection. This is just a physical need that you need to take a minute to have some time to yourself. And I feel like you don't want to burden anyone with that, or you feel like it will be a burden, but it's not. Now, your response to the challenge, I love this. This is the Queen of Wands. And with that being your response to the challenge, that is very like confident and like warmth and very just like self-assured. So I feel like that is like the inner you coming out for this you to be like, girl, we're gonna get this, we're gonna do this. That is definitely what I feel this is. Like, that's kind of like your higher self stepping in and being like, listen, we will get you there. I will help you along the way. And then Spirit, advice from Spirit is this Nine of Wands. And with the Nine of Wands right there, it's kind of, that's what I'm meaning about how I know that you feel a heavy burden whenever you have to ask people for help or for a break, but it is stressing you out to be doing everything on your own. You are getting overwhelmed. You are losing sleep over this. And Spirit is telling you, I see that, but you have to sometimes let other people help. You have to sometimes, be like, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to go take an hour for myself. I'm going to go do this, or I'm going to go do that. And just do that for you, and Spirit is telling you that it is okay. Your outcome is the Two of Swords. And with this, that is kind of like you have options and you're kind of just like, you don't want to see them. And I feel like that once again goes back to the fact that you just don't want to feel, you don't want to burden anyone else with needing some extra help. But you have options that you can do. And Spirit is telling you that it isn't a burden to anyone to be helpful to you or to give you a break so that you can have some time to yourself, because that is what you need. I'm going to go ahead and pull a couple Animal Spirit Oracle cards. All right. I'll do this one. Oh, I love this already. Okay. I'm going to read this one first. Swan Spirit, and we've got time for a deep dive. And so with that being said, I feel like that goes into that Holly King, the Hermit spot, where you are just needing some time for yourself. And then we have Panther Spirit, and this is reclaim your power. I feel like once you get some solitude that you need, once you get that break that you need, your cup is going to be filled. So it will be easy for you to fill other people's cups, like, whatever your job is, or if, your family, however, your life is, you will have the energy to do so by actually getting some rest that you need, because I definitely see that you need rest 100%. I hope you guys have an awesome day. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.